football playoff set to get underway as 12 teams begin that long battle on the road to the national championship. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, the home field of the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on last season's national champions, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. He'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Bulldogs offense making their way on the field to open this game. This is a team coming out here with a lot of confidence in front of an energized home crowd coming off that win last week. But there's a challenge today against this defense.
Yeah, great defense. It's going to be really exciting to see how this one plays out. And I think you're right. I think they did gain a lot of confidence coming in now at home in front of this crowd. Magical atmosphere. They got to take advantage of it.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Offense will keep it on the ground here. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Caught over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. Out of the gun now on third down. Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on third down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
The Horned Frogs offense out there for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Makes a quick catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice game.
Play action here on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Well, this is what coaches love to see, a quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He's got it in the open. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
On first down, it's play action. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Could take it all the way. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
And the PA team makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
TCU 0.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going to pick 6 last time out here. And there's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Smith. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And he will be stuffed for no gain. 2nd down play coming up.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that kick.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Takes off in a bootleg. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He's found some room at the 45. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, this is one of the dangers of playing man-to-man coverage against a quarterback like this. Yeah, they cover everybody down, but without a spy on this quarterback, good job of him recognizing this running lane, just taking off. And with everybody with their backs to the quarterback, he picks up big yards.
Makes the grab. It's Jones. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Now it's 2nd down here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Pressure is coming. On the move now. Under pressure, just lets it go. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Jones.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. The pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter. But Fresno State has the lead here, and the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the 2nd? We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this 1st down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They came up empty in the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Dropping back, it's Smith. Caught in the flat by the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
No running. Hand it off to the running back. In the clear at the 25. Here he goes. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. And the Horned Frogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Okay, here comes the hurry up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
Nice grab. It's John. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Caught near the sticks. It's John. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10.
But there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
They stop him short of the goal line, but it'll be 1st and goal at the 4.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. He keeps it on a design run. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal off that loss. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Touchdown, TCU. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Using his legs here. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Quick throw, testing the middle. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Defense is coming after him. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
They'll run it here. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. The receiver makes the catch. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening now. First down to the 27. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Fresno State.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Bootleg looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's...
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
9th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd down and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. He's swarmed by the defense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So a field goal attempt coming up now. After connecting on his first try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the TCU offense takes the field. Good throw. It's Smith. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the catch is made. He'd have been better off dropping it. There's a loss on the play.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback drops back. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Interesting choice here on the goal line. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And the PAT is good. It puts them in front, 14-13 now. Return starts from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. On the move. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. Dropping back, it's Smith. Running back has it on a screen now. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And the Horned Frogs looking to run some tempo here.
Man, I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw again. Can't hold on. The defensive play brings up a fourth down. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time.
Well, this returner is about to get an earful, but at least the coach isn't as mad as they would have been if they ended up losing the ball.
Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. They'll stop him for a loss.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Now here's the toss play. Look out, room to run here. As the first down is still going. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Ball handed off. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. An important third down attempt for this offense. It's a bootleg looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop. Excellent field position here for the offense. To the air, it's Smith. That's caught. It's John. And a spin move there before he's tackled. Picks up a solid gain.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the Horned Frogs pick up enough for a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Offense facing second and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Hebe keeps it himself.
Usually with a quarterback sneak, the worst thing that could happen is you get stopped for no gain. This guy's trying to make something happen that's not there, and he loses yardage on 3rd and inches. Now we got 4th down.
No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
I thought there might be some initial penetration by this defense. The offense decides to run it up the middle, and I got to give all the credit to this back. He saw just where he needed to go, uses that vision to get this touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Movement here from the tight end. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Man, this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. Breaks free with room to run. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And here's the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Now, 4th down.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. To throw, it's Smith. Quick throw over the middle. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Horned Frogs bring their punt team onto the field. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Choosing to return the punt. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Goes out of bounds, but a huge pickup on the play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. And Kirk, it's TCU with the lead so far. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Who's going to take off here? Breaking free at the 35. Slides to avoid the big hit.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State, as the QB fights his way into the end zone.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give him the lead.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll run it into the end zone for a 2-point try to build the lead up to 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
He's running out of time here. Swarmed with a pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up early. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Evanson. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. The Horned Frogs will bring their punt team onto the field.
Return is tackled.
Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass tipped in the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by the defense.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a first down. And keep that clock moving.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
6th play of the drive coming up. Working clock with the ground game. Nowhere to run up the middle.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
On the run here, lets it go. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's... So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. This is important, a chance to extend the lead deep here in the fourth quarter. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Tackle at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. And the the TCU offense takes the field. Any hopes of staying alive in the playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. And the Horned Frogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Looking to throw. It's Smith. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. The DB is backing off from the line now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. Pass complete on a crossing route. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Bringing pressure. Trying to get the throw off. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
2nd down, looking to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Heavy pressure, he lets it go.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this 3rd down.
They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal. Back to pass. It's Smith. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. This passing game is still on fire.
Chris, they did what they had to do with this touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
And the extra point gets him within 3, 31-28. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
Single back takes the handoff. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. The course in the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a present